Is the Nashville real estate market peaking? Is the Nashville real estate market overvalued? And how is the Nashville real estate market going? Well, you've tuned into the right video because we're going to go ahead and get each and one of those answers to those questions for you. On top of that, we're going to go ahead and actually look back into January 2023 and look at exactly what happened for the month of January 23. We're also going to go ahead and do a market update for Williamson County, Nashville, Tennessee. We're actually going to go ahead and take a look at one of the homes that sold for the least amount of money, and we're going to take a look at one of the homes that sold for the most amount of money and give you a comparison of the two. Hey, my name is John Bourgeois. I am your Nashville, Tennessee real estate agent and really your resource for all things Nashville. So whether that be you're looking at a market update that we're doing today, or you wanted to do some home tours, some neighborhood and community tours, you want to go ahead and see some of the businesses that are in and around the Nashville area, well, go ahead, make sure you like, you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you're getting as much up-to-date content as possible throughout this entire process. Hey, if you're moving in the next 9 days or you're moving in the next 90, feel free to leave a comment below, or you can text me, email me, call me, click on the calendar link. Let's connect face to face, figure out exactly what it is you're looking for, and just make this be the smoothest, easiest process for you ever. Other than that, let's jump into it. So let's jump into it. Is the Nashville real estate market peaking? Are we looking at a market that is overvalued, and what in the world is happening in the Nashville real estate market? Well, like I say on all of our market updates, right? I have no magic formula, no black box, no wand or crystal ball that's got the ability for me to go ahead and tell you. But here's what I can tell you, right? Anytime you are looking at a place, whether it be relocating, investing, moving, buying, or selling, you got to ask yourself a couple of quick questions. First off, how's the economy? Is there investments going into the economy? Is the economy going ahead and creating jobs? And you want to go ahead and definitely be asking, am I seeing growth, right? These are all great things for you to be able to make the decision on whether or not Nashville and the area is a great investment for you. At the end of the day, you got to make the right decision for both you and your family. But today we're going to go ahead and jump into what has been happening in Nashville for January 2023 to really just help you answer those questions for yourself. All right, so the first big news that has happened in Nashville in the month of January was that the Urban Dog Bar has been announced and it is going to be opening. That's right, slop face and fur ball. You've got a place where you're going to be able to go ahead and actually go with your parents and have a bite to eat. All joking aside, this is a dog-focused bar, right? It's going to be opening in the summer. It's going to be welcoming both people and their pets, and it's going to have the capacity to be able to have an outdoor, off-the-leash park for your fur ball and a restaurant as well. And they're even going to have a doggy beer. Now, I don't know if dogs can get a DUI, but we're going to find out very quickly. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! All right, and the next big news, and when I say big news, this is massive. We're talking burger size massive. We're talking animal style fries massive. Hey, let me explain something before we go any further. You got to remember that I'm not originally from the Nashville area. I too am a relocation as well. And I grew up on a little island in the middle of the Pacific called Guam, moved to Sydney, but that's neither here nor there. After I moved from Sydney, I went to Southern California, and one of the things that is known on the West Coast is In-N-Out Burgers. Now, one of the things that In-N-Out Burgers has said time and time again is they will never, ever, 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 ever go anywhere east of the Mississippi. Well, the big news for Nashville in January was In-N-Out has gone ahead and announced that they are going to be basing their new corporate hub in Franklin, Tennessee. That is huge, right? You're looking at a $125 million investment. You're looking at 275 brand new jobs. They're going to be opening a 10,000 square feet corporate office in the area of Berry Farms, Franklin, Tennessee. And then from there, going ahead and opening up their own locations in and around on the East Coast and in Tennessee and so on and so forth. Now that's massive. When you had a corporation that said they would never cross over the Mississippi, and suddenly they've gone ahead and announced that they're going to be putting their new corporate hub in Franklin, Tennessee, that is huge. And to add on to that, this isn't the first corporate giant that's gone ahead and moved from the coastal regions into Tennessee. You've had Mitsubishi, you've had Chrysler Aluminum, you've had Nissan that have all gone ahead and relocated to the Tennessee, Nashville area because of a couple of really big things. There's a couple of really big reasons why you've got these big businesses going ahead and relocating their corporate hubs to Tennessee and specifically to Nashville, right? Here's why. First and foremost, Tennessee is a better business environment. I mean, you've automatically got reasonable corporate taxes at 6.5%. You've got lower state taxes for their employees. You've also got no income taxes. And then on top of that, you've got some of the lowest property taxes that the US has got. So when you combined all of that together, you're starting to see this pipeline of businesses moving from places like California and New York or Chicago and coming to a place that's more business friendly and relocating their employees to the area as well. Now, hopefully that helps you answer the questions that we were asking, right? Is the Nashville real estate market peaking? Is it overvalued? And what's happening in the Nashville real estate market? When you see things like new businesses starting to open up in an area, when you see investments like $125 million just coming in to build their corporate hub, when you see corporations going ahead and moving from states into the state, when you see businesses saying they would never, ever, 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 ever cross over the Mississippi, and now they are, hopefully that stuff can go ahead and help you make that decision on whether or not it's a good investment, whether or not you should be going ahead and buying a home, whether or not you should be selling your home, whether or not you should be relocating. Hopefully that information could go ahead and help you understand what's happening in the Nashville market. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and jump into Williamson County, Nashville, Tennessee. Like I mentioned to you, I'm going to go ahead and show you definitely the stats from January 2023. But then on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and show you one of the homes that sold for the least amount of money. I'm also going to show you one of the homes that sold for the most amount of money. Give you a comparison of the two so you can figure out exactly what your money would get you. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Williamson County, Nashville, Tennessee for the dates January 2023. Now, one of the things I do want to mention before we dive into things, right, is this. We've definitely had a shift in the market. It's obviously still a seller's market, but we're starting to see it be more neutral compared to what it was several years prior, whether it be 2020, 2021, 2022. And so because of that, what we're going to go ahead and do is, rather than looking back to the previous year, we're actually going to go ahead and take a look back to the month prior for you to get a feel for what it looks like with this shift in the market. Now, currently right now, we have 796 active homes in the market in Williamson County, Nashville, Tennessee. What's important to know is that this is down 57 homes from December, roughly around 6.68%, right? But what's even more important to note is that number is massively down compared to November and October of last year. In fact, we are down 262 homes from what we had previously. That's 24.7% down from what we had several months prior, right? And that is huge, right? And why do I share that with you? Before I go any further, well, if you're a seller and you're thinking about selling, now is a perfect time for you to go ahead and sell. If you've got an expert that's going ahead and representing you, You've got less competition on the market, and if that expert knows how to market your property properly and price it at the right spot so you're driving active buyers to your home, you've got less competition. So you might as well go ahead and jump in. Now, the median home price that we're looking at is $1,099,990 days. $1,099,990. We're looking at the average days on market for these homes being at 65 days. The really cool thing is we have 48 homes that are coming to the market, and that is fantastic. We definitely want to see our inventory start to go up, right? But it is beautiful beginning to see 48 homes coming to the market. We've got a total of 298 homes that went under contract in January, and that is huge, right? This is definitely up from December of 2022, but more importantly, it is up from January 2022. The average days on market for these homes is sitting at roughly about, when we look at the two of them, right, roughly about that 35 plus days on market. What does that really mean? You see a home, you've got roughly about a month to make a decision before that home comes off of the market and goes under contract with its potential new homeowner. Last month, we had 147 homes that were expired off of the MLS, and we had 112 homes that were canceled off the MLS. What's interesting to note about both of these, right, is that they were both sitting above that 52 days on the market. Why is that important to you? Well, if you are a buyer and you're looking at a home and you're beginning to see that home approach that 52 day, right? It's a good opportunity for you to go ahead and realize that you've got some negotiation power. You got the ability to go ahead and ask for a price reduction when you start to see that. Now, if you're a seller and you're starting to see that your home has been on the market and starting to approach that 52 plus days, now's a perfect opportunity for you to use what is called a price improvement. What that does is it goes ahead and attracts more interested buyers to your home. And when we look at the number of homes that closed last month in Williamson County, we had 224 homes that actually went ahead and closed and went over to a brand new homeowner, and that is absolutely amazing. And if you were that brand new homeowner, I just want to say congratulations. Well done on being able to grab your home in winter, which typically is a tougher selling season. So nice job on being able to do that. Now, when we compare this to December of 2022, this is definitely down. We're down 124 homes compared to what we saw close in December. And that's roughly around 35.63% down from what we saw in December. What's really, really cool and important to note here, though, is that compared to January of 2022, we're only down 75 homes. And that is literally only 25%. And that is huge because last year at the beginning of the year was a massive selling season, right? So you literally had, and we'll jump into this in a second, but you literally had homes being on the market for only a little bit and then jumping off the market. So to be only down by that much is massive. Now, the average days on market for those homes that went ahead and closed was 36 days. What does that really mean? You had roughly about a month to be able to look at the home and go ahead and make a decision before it came off of the market and went over to a brand new homeowner. What's important to note here is that 36 days on market is drastically different from what it was January of 2022. You only had 12 days to be able to look at a home and make a decision before it went over to a brand new homeowner, right? We're not even talking about going under contract. We're simply talking about going ahead and going over to a brand new homeowner. Like they looked at the home and they were closed in 12 days and moving into the home, right? And so that's really, really important for you to note that in this new season, you've got that time to be able to really pick the home that is your home versus just having to make a split decision, right? The average sales price for those homes was $1,013,180. And what's really, really, really important to note here is that is up 8.94% compared to where it was last year. Why is that important to you? Because if you sold your home in this lower inventory season that we've currently got, you actually made $82,000 more than you did last year when everybody was selling and all the buyers were out and it was multiple offers. You actually made more money. So that's really important for you to note if you're thinking about selling. Now, last but not least, when we go ahead and take a look at the sales price compared to the listing price, the sales price was 97.34% less than the listing price. Simply, what does that really mean? That really just means that the sales price was roughly around 3% less than what was actually listed for that home. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're actually going to take a look at some of the homes that sold. We're going to take a look at one of the homes that sold for the least amount of money. We're going to take a look at one of the homes that sold for the most amount of money, give you a comparison of the two so you can figure out exactly what your money would get you. All right, now we're going to go ahead and look at one of the homes that sold for the least amount of money in the Williamson County area. This was a 3 beds, 1 bath. You're looking at 960 square feet. And this home sold for $245,000. So that comes out to be right around $281 per square feet. Now, what's beautiful about this home is it was built in 1960 and it is just located 30 minutes south of downtown Nashville. You've got an extensive renovation. You've got new HVAC. You've got new paint. You've got new flooring. And a couple of the things that I just absolutely love about this home is that first and foremost, this home happens to be located in Williamson County, which happens to be one of the best areas to be able to purchase your home. But on top of that, you're sitting on 0.17 of an acre. And then on top of that, who says you can't find a home under $300,000 in Nashville? You just got to be looking, right? This is a perfect example of a great starter home, a great family home, and a great rental investment for under $300,000. You just have to be partnered with somebody who can go ahead and be willing to do the work to be able to find you something like this. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at one of the homes that sold for the most amount of money in the Williamson County area. Now, this was a 5 beds. You're looking at 6 full baths. You've got 2 half baths. Looking at 7,685 square feet, and this home sold for $5,500,000. So that comes out to be right around $716 per square foot. Now this home was built in November of 2022, so this is a brand new home, and it's located in the coveted new community of Rosebrook in Brentwood, Tennessee. Now, a couple of things that I just absolutely love about this home is you have a retreat room in that main level. You've got a custom built curved staircase that you're welcomed as you walk into the home. You've got a beautiful dining room. You've got a wine room. You've got a private study. But one of the things that I just absolutely love about this home is when you walk out to the patio, you've got this beautiful, beautiful area to be able to entertain. But on top of that, you've got a beautiful, nice little golf turf to be able to go ahead and putt around with when you're hanging out with your family, when you're hanging out with your friends. It's an unbelievable space to entertain. So there you have it. There is our market update for Williamson County, Nashville, Tennessee for the month January 2023. Hey, if you're moving in the next 9 days, or you're moving in the next 90, or hey, even if you're thinking about moving, let's go ahead and connect face-to-face, figure out exactly what it is you're looking for, and really just make this be a super smooth process for you. Hey, I appreciate you going ahead and watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.